Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Red Room. I know there's usually like a lot of protocol when it comes to this whole New Year thing. Okay, after March, you can't really say Happy New Year, but Happy New Year, happy welcome back to the Red Room. And today we are celebrating 100 subscribers. I am super excited about that. And to celebrate this 100 subscribers, we are actually going to be going outside. So don't be surprised if you stop seeing a Red Room for a little bit. It's just our way of celebrating 100 subscribers and also just, experimenting to see whether you guys would be able to like this whole new look and feel that we're trying to go for. But otherwise, we're really excited for 100 subscribers. Thank you to everyone that's been watching, taking the time out to actually just join in, and we're hoping that this episode is going to be very fruitful. Today, we have Sam Lehoko, and we're going to be broadcasting all the way from Echo Coffee. So I hope you guys are excited as much as I am, because it's also my birthday month, that's in May. So we're going to be celebrating that as well. We're also going to be celebrating the fact that it was Africa Month not so long ago. So there's so many things to celebrate. I hope you guys are excited. Stay tuned.
You gotta speak your truth. There's nothing else that you could do.
Hi everyone, like I said, we are outside, so the Red Room, that's not so red today, but we are celebrating 100 subscribers, and to celebrate that, we have a special guest. Like I said earlier on, we have Sam Lehoko, and I am so excited. She is a mother, she's a presenter, and she's a director, and she's here with us today. Welcome.
Thank
Sam.
you. This is such a beautiful setup.
It
I love
is.
this.
By the way, guys, we are at Echo Coffee, where the boats ride. We are in the Val, so it's very nice to be here.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of this?
Welcome. You've been in the Val for 2 days now?
Yeah, this
And
is day
how's it
2.
been?
Look, I've been to the Val, so many times before. It feels so different this time around. There's a different energy, different frequency. I'm here doing so many different things this time around, and it's been really beautiful. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Not So Red Room. Today, what I usually do with my guests is that in order to get to know them, instead of like asking you where you're from and whatever,
Yes.
we have a game, right?
Okay.
So it's called Get to Know Your Guest in 30 seconds.
Okay.
So you just answer quick fire.
Yes.
Whatever.
False.
the
True.
No.
False.
Yeah, something
No.
like that.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so we'll start with the first one. Ghana or Egypt?
Definitely Ghana.
Okay. Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner.
Okay. Spa date or shopping spree?
Oh, shopping spree. Yes.
Alrighty. Dogs or cats?
Dogs all the way.
Okay. Beach or the mountains?
Oh, I like them both. Yeah, it's tricky. The mountains.
The mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess you know Sam Lehoko a bit better. Not in the usual setup, but at least now you know that she likes dogs and she prefers spa dates. You said shopping spree, right?
Well, I had a spa treatment this morning, so
Yeah.
now I don't know so much. But, either way.
Okay. I'm glad to get to know you, and please just tell us about who Sam Lehoko is and just your career journey and how it all started for you.
So I think, most of you do know the journey in its entirety. I mean, started on campus radio at UCT, went to YFM, did some radio at Metro, did the online thing with Thibaut Touch, Gareth Cliff, etc. Worked at Power FM for quite some time, and then took a bit of a break. So now I'm at Mix 93.8, did a bit of TV as well. I was on Vuzu, V Prime, V Entertainment, Channel O as well. Turn Up, was the host of season 1 for The Hustle as well. So yeah, I've been here and there, but now I'm just in a very different space, starting a new chapter and focusing on other things. Yeah.
Okay. We'll definitely want to hear about those other things, but we'll definitely catch up with that later on. So my thing about you, since I've known you, right, I've always had this crazy obsession with your tattoos, right? So I think you're the original tattoo lady. So please just tell us if there's an inspiration or the thought behind it, because I think me wanting to get a sleeve back then was because I was like, oh, Sam Lehoko's tattoos are so amazing. So please tell us about them. I know they're not showing right now, but is there any inspiration behind them or?
So I've got my first tattoo when I was 18 or 19. I had the most amazing legs when I was in varsity, and my first tattoo was on my calf, and I wanted everybody to see my legs and this new tattoo. It had no meaning, I just dived straight into it. And it's quite addictive. You know, there's something about the feeling of getting a tattoo, which I really enjoyed. It sounds quite bizarre, but you know, I was just getting bits and bobs here and there. Some of them do have a lot of meaning. I have one that my dad used to tell me all the time: love your people, love your work, love your education. That's one of them. I have a camera on my sleeve as well. I did a bit of photography, and I love, you know, just taking pictures in general. You know, I've got an eye for that, if I do say so myself. My son's name is in the front. I've got a portrait of my other son on my back. When my dad passed away, I had his birth date on my back as well. So there's bits and bobs everywhere. I have a Buddha on my leg. I've got the lotus flower. So there's a story behind most of them, actually. And I think now when I do get pieces, you know, I want to tell a story. I want to tell the story of my journey, what this new chapter brings. You know, there's something about swallows and birds and flowers that I really like, and that means quite a bit to me. So yeah, they're all over. I'm not covered yet, but you know, I love them.
Love it, love it. So obviously you spoke about being in a different space and bringing a different energy, you know.
Yeah.
What does that look like right now? Because I mean, I'm sure a lot of people probably still say, you know, Semi Sosa, you know. So how's the rebranding been, and you know, what's it looking like for you right now?
Yeah. So I think the Sam in this chapter, you know, knows more about herself. She knows who she is. She's more boundaried, much more positive, very zen. You know, I think if anything, I'm so self-aware today and mindful of others. I am all about service today. You know, I'm all about being present and taking things one day at a time. The Sam back then, you know, was still quite fun and you know, ready for anything and wanted to dive into every single opportunity. But the Sam today is very selective about what she does. You know, I have the ability today to say yes and no, you know, and to really do things that align with my principles and values, whether that's honesty or, you know, whatever it is. So I think that's important for people to know, is that we don't have to do everything. We don't have to say yes to everything, you know, and we go through phases. You know, right now I'm in the phase of serenity and peace and calmality, and I like that. It works for me, you know, but I've still got, you know, a number of parts of myself which people might identify with from years ago. You know, but the space that I'm in today is one that is very self-aware. Yeah,
I hear that. And can we just say that, you know, this vibe
is exactly
it's the branding. You know, we are on brand, guys.
It's exactly that.
We are on brand. I absolutely love it. You know, it's so nice hearing that, because I mean, it is true. You know, a lot of us get so lost in everything else. You know, that yes, we all become just like, you know, yes to everything. And I love how you said that you don't always have to say yes.
Beautiful.
To everything.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. So because we are celebrating Africa Month, we want to test your skills on African countries. Nothing too hectic, don't stress about
What
it.
is the capital of Kenya? No,
Something like that.
Not
but
here
not
for that
really.
party. Wow, okay.
Yeah, but we have some cards over here. I'd like you to select a few. So it's just different African countries. So we're going to talk about them in a few. But please pick 3.
One.
No pressure. No pressure.
Do I?
No,
I don't look.
Don't reveal. Don't
okay,
reveal.
don't reveal. Oh, this is one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's take another skinny one.
Okay.
Oh, this is so dangerous. Like,
Okay, please hand them over to me. And let's see. Ooh. Okay.
I'm just really
These are
gonna
actually quite
act
a
like I
lot.
don't know anything. That's the
Okay.
safest thing to do. Just pretend like you don't know.
Let's see what we have over here. Okay, this is actually quite a number of cards. But yeah, we'll take these 3. Okay. So we have okay, some of these I also don't know, so no pressure.
let me ask you. Let me ask you actually.
No pressure. So we have Congo, Tunisia, and Democratic Republic of the Congo. So I didn't know there's a difference, but clearly there's a difference because the flags don't even look the same. So from Congo, what I want to know is, I'll firstly ask, what do you know about Congo? Anything?
Okay, so they speak French
Okay.
in Congo. There is a lot of conflict happening in Congo. I know that my son's father, for example, he's a pilot in the SANDF. He goes to Congo quite a lot. So our military help them, our defense force help them quite a bit. Yeah, I'll give those 2 facts. Let's leave it there.
That's
Yeah,
awesome,
that's good.
though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at you being nervous, but you are.
And it's like Central Africa, that's another thing.
Yeah.
So it's positioned there. It's quite a big country as well. Yeah, that's enough.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. So this one, Democratic of Republic of Congo.
Yes.
First of all, did you know there's such a thing?
Yes, I did.
That there's like another Congo?
Okay, maybe that's what I didn't know.
Yeah, so what I want to know about this one in particular is, what are their main exports?
Oh my goodness. No, just tell me. I'm learning today. I want to learn today.
All right. So
Because I probably do know. That's the thing. But
Yeah.
the problem with me is that I know things and then I doubt myself and then I end up being right. But tell me. Let's hear.
Okay, here it says that Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Yes.
Main exports are oil,
Yes.
diamonds, gold, zinc, copper, and coffee.
Yeah, I knew about the coffee and the gold. Okay, the
Yeah.
other ones I didn't know. See, I'm
But-
doubting myself again.
Yeah, but
All right.
typically, like I've seen Africa, it's usually like, you know, those kind of things.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. Tunisia, the capital.
No, I don't know anything about Tunisia. Sorry. I'll tell you now.
Tunisia's capital is Tunis.
Okay.
I hope
yeah,
I'm
did
saying
know
it right.
that.
Yeah,
Tunis.
Tunis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, this is just another way of celebrating Africa Month, because I feel like a lot of the times, you know, Africa doesn't get that shine that it deserves.
Yeah.
And, you know, judging from these cards, you know, we do quite a lot for other countries as well. I mean, we're exporting things like gold
Yeah.
and so forth.
Yeah, I think, you know, I think it's also dependent on the individual, you know. How important is it to be African? You know, what does Africanism mean to you? You know, do you know your continent? I mean, well, it's pretty evident that there's a lot that I still need to learn. But, you know, I think that's such a beautiful thing that you guys are doing, celebrating, you know, Africa Month. And again, you know, it's about educating oneself, you know, coming together as African people, understanding what we can do as a nation or as a continent, you know. Yeah, beautiful. I'm going to go do some homework tonight.
Awesome. I'm glad you could learn something. I mean, you know, this is why we are
Tunis.
here, apart from, you
Yeah.
know, having wonderful conversations, right? So one thing I also want to learn,
Yeah.
because you did say, you know, rebranding, you know, obviously that means career as well. So where are you right now in terms of career and what you're doing and, you know, so forth?
So what I want to do this time around is, you know, show people that I'm multifaceted, you know, that I'm not just a broadcaster. I don't just do radio, you know, I do a whole bunch of other things. And besides being on air, back on air, on Mix 93.8, Monday to Friday, 9 till 11, you know, I'm also working on a compilation album. I am, you know, busy with a podcast at the moment. I'm doing a lot of service. I've adopted an orphanage now. I help 14 kids between the ages of 5 and 18. So I want people to know that I'm doing different things. You know, often, you know, when we don't see someone on television or we don't hear them on radio, we think that they've fallen off or they're not relevant or, you know, something bad has happened and that type of thing. And if anything, why people didn't see me was because I was working on myself. You know, that's the work that I needed to do for a really long time. And it's an ongoing process, you know. So if you are a diehard follower and if you love what I do, you know, you'll see the things that I'm doing on social media. You know, I think as people, we always want to broadcast what we are doing and we're sharing certain things, but for the wrong reasons. So not a lot of people know that I've adopted an orphanage. Not a lot of people know where the orphanage is and what they do and what they need, you know, and it's not for everybody to know. It's for me to know. What is my intention behind doing this? Why am I doing it, you know? And the whole premise behind all of that is because I was able to fill my cup over the past couple of years, I'm now able to share all of that with other people, you know? And when I get involved in service and when I do things for other people, I want to understand what is it that you need help with, you know, what is it that you want to work on, you know, and with the orphanage specifically, you know, it's nice to work on the infrastructure and help in that way, you know, paint the walls and buy additional cupboards or whatever the case is. But I want to work on the personal development of each of these children. So what is it that you love? You know, what is it that you're good at? Who do you want to be? Who do you aspire to be? You know, do you want to be a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, you know, a producer, an engineer? And I think that's what we're missing. And part of the problem is that we place emphasis on the wrong things sometimes, and we don't listen to what the individual wants and what the individual needs. So those are the spaces that I'm in and the things that I'm doing at the moment. But radio will always be my first love, and thank goodness I get to do that today on a daily basis, you know. And maybe one day I'll go back to TV, I don't know.
Love it. I absolutely love it. And, you know, I love also, you know, the orphanage thing because, you know, like you said, a lot of people do things for the wrong reasons,
Yeah.
or they'll do, you know, adopt, for instance, an orphanage for all the wrong reasons, you know, to show people that, hey, you know, we're doing this. And I love the fact that, you know, you're just doing it in your own personal capacity. And I also saw somewhere, because we stalk here just a little bit, you know, we stalk. There is some stalking mentality here. Just a little bit, though, just a little bit. We saw
Let's call it research. Research?
Yeah, research.
Yeah.
Yes, research is a better word. We saw a life coach somewhere.
Yeah.
So we are a bit interested on the life coach thing. Does that form part of the orphanage, or is that like something completely different?
No, I was saying, because yesterday I went to Citibank FM and I had such a good time there. It was so much fun. And I was talking about how I wanted to study psychology, and you know, I didn't end up doing that. Instead, I went to study life coaching, and life coaching is a beautiful, beautiful path to go on, because it focuses on so many different things, from relationships to money to, you know, facing your fears, to learning how to be more courageous, etc. Learning how to be more boundary, that's another one. And I studied, I graduated, I did really, really well. And it wasn't so much to open up a practice, it was really just to work on myself and do more, you know, introspection and stuff like that. So I did it for myself, as I said, but then to also do it pro bono with a lot of people, you know, who may need a bit of introspection as well. And life coaching really focuses on your present and your future. Whereas counseling and therapy and all those things, they focus predominantly on your past. So it's always nice to do coaching after therapy, you know, because therapy says what happened to you, you know, what kind of traumas are you sitting with, what are the things that you need to work on relative to your past. And then a life coach comes in and says, Sam, where are you now and where would you like to be? And we work a nice plan, and I guide you and I walk with you on that journey to wherever it is that you'd like to be, you know. And we can scrutinize different areas of your life, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your marriage, relationships with your children, whether it's just, you know, becoming more healthy or more self-aware, as I said. But all of this is about learning more about self, understanding who you are.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow. Well, first of all, congratulations, Queen, because I see you doing the most.
Thank you.
It's so amazing. I mean, you know, watching, because I mean, I used to watch you from back then when you still present on Vuzu. So just seeing, you know, the different levels and the different stages that has been going on in your life, it's honestly amazing to see. It's almost like an onion, you know, you just keep peeling off layers until you get to, you know, that the actual onion itself, you know. So that's amazing to see. I'm so proud, you know. It's so amazing to actually see, you know, the ladies, you know, not just being, you know, superficial and, you know, doing more, you know. So I absolutely love that. So in closing, I just wanted to find out, right, since you've been going through these different transitions in your life, you know, what are your words of wisdom, or what do you say to someone that's kind of just, you know, stuck and wants to just get out of, you know, whatever situation or, you know, dark cloud that they're in at that time?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, I just want to say that it's okay if you're struggling. Like, you know, it's okay to have, let me put it like this. Acceptance and surrender is where it starts. You know, accept your situation, surrender to things that you're powerless over, you know, and reach out for help. You know, one of the reasons why I'm sitting here today is because I asked for help. You know, I was, you know, emotionally unstable. I was spiritually bankrupt. I, you know, was physically not okay. I think my entire well-being was just gone to the dogs, you know. And what I did was I asked for help. And if anything, there is nothing to be shameful of. You know, there is nothing to feel guilty about, you know. And it starts with you know, having enough courage to seek help for whatever it is, you know. The other thing that I want to encourage people to do is to hold space for others, you know, when our friends or family members are struggling, you know, even if it's not to give advice or to give suggestions, but to simply hold space for each other and to listen. Sometimes people just want somebody to listen, you know. So let's learn to hold space for each other and conduct ourselves with love and compassion and to be gentle with one another, you know. I'm working on an album which I want to release in April 2024, and the whole idea behind this album is for people to collaborate, young people to collaborate. And the mentality of young people today is that we want to compete with one another, we want to be better than one another, we want to throw others under the bus, for ourselves, to elevate ourselves. And I want to bring young people together who are like-minded, whose values and principles are aligned, and really make magic, whether it's through music or through conversation or whatever the case is, and we need to become more unified, and we need to place more emphasis on inclusivity. To exclude people, is not cool. There's no other way to put it. Why exclude people from ideas that you have, or even challenges that you're facing? Why exclude people from knowing what's going on with you? So first and foremost, if you're struggling, reach out, ask for help, be open and honest, learn to be vulnerable, connect with people, hold space for one another, and most importantly, find out who you are. Part of what my struggles were initially is that I didn't know who I was. I was doing things based on what other people were doing, or doing things based on what other people wanted me to do. And now, as I said in the beginning, more selective, more boundaried, more assertive. I can tell you, no, sorry, that doesn't work for me. No, that interview doesn't work for me. No, that interview doesn't work for me. And it's okay to do that, And all of these things that I do today is to protect my serenity, to protect my sobriety, to protect my I suppose even the space that I've created for myself, and if anything, think of this triangle. If anything, it's got nothing to do with like Illuminati or anything, but there's a triangle where there's mind, body, and spirit, and you can see that all three of these things are in sync. So feed your mind in a beautiful, positive way, feed your body in a beautiful, positive way, and feed your spirit in a beautiful, positive way. And spirituality is not always about higher power. It's about connecting. Am I a good person? How do I conduct myself? So mind, body, and spirit, just make sure those three things are in sync. You're good to go. It's not that easy. It doesn't happen overnight. Trust me. It's a process. Just the disclaimer. Might take 5 years.
A wholesome queen. Absolutely love it. Wow, Sam, it's been so amazing. I wish I could literally just sit with you the whole day and just talk about these kind of things, because I can see it's coming from a place and it's so depthful, I absolutely love that.
Thank you.
And next time, if you want someone to paint the walls there at the orphanage, please call me. I'm here, I can absolutely do that,
Is it?
Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm absolutely...
Service, being of service.
Yeah, being of
Yes.
service. And for me, that's a thing. And I'm connecting with you so much because a lot of the things that you're saying, me and myself in my own personal capacity, I'm for things like that. So,
beautiful.
Paint walls, overalls, whatever, feed the kids, feeding scheme, whatever you do, I'm here. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for spending this time with us. Like I said, guys, the both do right here. It's not a joke. So.
No, it's been amazing being here, and thank you for the opportunity. And let's have more conversations, as people, and to keep them positive and enlightening and inspiring. And it's not always about motivation. We don't need to be motivated. We just need a plan as to where we want to go and what we want to do. So this has been beautiful. Probably so far like the best scenery. And being interviewed by a beautiful lady is always wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for the 100 subscribers that have been subscribing to the channel. I hope you guys keep watching, keep learning, keep educating yourself, and we'll definitely see you next time. Cheers.
Cody told me that you gotta speak your truth. There's nothing. Thank you so much, bro, for such a beautiful beat, man. You gotta speak your, you just gotta speak your truth. That's what I did. You could do. Yeah, Blue Room.